Hello, I'm Liviu Bălan and today I will speak about the tree command on Ubuntu Server. So let's get started. First, let's understand what the tree command is. The tree command is a tool that lists contents of directory in a tree-like format. In order to use tree, first you will have to install it. In order to do this, I will use sudo apt-get update. Hit the enter key and type the sudo password. Next, I will install the tree command using sudo apt-get install tree. Hit enter, and after this the tree is installed and you can use it. When you use tree, you have two options. You can use tree relative to the current working directory, meaning that you don't have to pass any parameter to the tree command, or you can pass a parameter to the tree command, meaning the directory that you want to display. As you can see, here I'm on my home directory. If I use print working directory command, you will see that I'm on home/Liviu. Now, if I use the tree command and if I specify a full path directory, var www http.liviubălan.com and hit enter, you will see the output of the tree command, which is this one. If I change the directory to the directory that I used earlier using cd var www http.liviubălan.com, now I am able to use the tree command specifying only the tree into the command line interface. Hit enter, and now the same output is shown, as you can see here, but the main difference is the root of the tree command, the root of the listing. So when I've used an argument for the tree command, meaning a full path directory, the directory is shown here as the root of the tree listing. When I used only the tree command without any argument, the dot is the root directory of the tree command, because the dot is the current working directory relative to the tree command. Now, when you use tree, you have a lot of options. During this tutorial, I've splitted the options in different sections. The first section that I will explore are the listing options. Now, if I use tree, you will see that by default no hidden files are shown. In Linux, the hidden files are prefixed with a dot character. So as you can see, no dot character is shown here. The tree command is working like the ls command. If I type ls, you will see that no hidden file is shown here. If I type ls-a, you will see that a .idea directory is shown. This is a directory created by PHP Storm when I've loaded the project inside of it. So in order to use the .idea directory in the output of the tree command, all I have to do is to specify an A switch. So I will type tree-a, and if I hit the enter key, you will see that a .idea directory is shown in the listing of the tree command and all the files inside of this directory. Another option that you may want to use is to display only the directories for a tree listing. If I type tree again, you will see that both the files and directories are shown. If I type tree -d, you will see only the directories inside of the tree listing. Another useful option is to print the full path prefix for each file. Now, if I type tree and hit enter, you will see only the files and directories and no path is shown here. If I type tree -f and hit enter, you will see that every directory and file is prefixed with the current working directory relative to the tree command. In this case, the current working directory is the dot because no argument is specified here. If I use the tree command again with the df switch, and if I pass a full path directory as an argument, you will see that besides the root directory listing, the argument, which is the full path directory, is attached to every directory and file that the tree command is showing me. So if you want the full path in your operating system, when you use the tree command, I recommend you to always pass a full path directory to your tree command. Okay. Another option is to limit the nesting deep of your tree command. By default, when you use the tree command, all the files and directories are shown and no restriction is passed relative to the deep of the directory. If you want to limit this, you will have to use the -l option. Now, if I type tree -l2, only the files and directories on the maximum 2 level are shown. For example, look here at the txt-2 directory. The files inside of it, file-1.txt, isn't shown because I specified the maximum deep level to 2. If I increase this value, the file 1.txt will be shown. But if inside of txt-2 I will have another directory, and inside of that directory I have files and directories, these resources will not be shown. Okay. Another useful option is to list only those files that match the wildcard pattern. So if you want to use a regular expression in order to show a specific resource or specific resources that you want, you will have to use the -p switch. Let's see an example. I will use the tree command, hit enter, and then I will use the -p switch in order to show only the .txt files. As you can see here, only the files that ends with .txt are shown. The files that ends with PHP, for example, aren't shown. Also, all the directories are shown, even if these directories doesn't contain any .txt files. If you want to reverse the process, meaning that you do not want to list those files that match the specific wildcard pattern, you will have to use the -i switch. For example, let's see the files that ends with .txt, and I want to see the files that don't match the .txt pattern. Hit enter, and as you can see, no files that contains .txt will be shown, but instead files that contains .css and .php are shown. Let's explore another section of the tree command relative to the options that are providing you, which are the file options. If you want to code the names of files in double quotes, you can use the Q switch. For example, if I use tree minus Q, this will quote the names of files and directories in double quotes. If you want to print the file type and permissions, you will have to use the -p switch. This works like when you use ls minus l. And here it is. If you want to print the username of the file, you will use the -u switch. So this is the user. As you can see, the user is truncated to a specific amount of characters. If you want to print the group of the file, you will use the -g. In this case, you will see that all the files are of www.data group. And also, you have some options relative to the size of the file. The -s switch prints the size of the file in bytes, but if you want a human readable format, you can use the -h switch. So as you can see here, the size is specified in bytes, and here in kilobytes, and so on. Another useful section is to change the sorting algorithm. For example, if you use the -r switch, as you can see, when the tree is creating the listing, the resources are shown in reverse order. Also, when you use the tree command, you can, for example, to make the output in XML format by using the X switch. Hit enter, and instead of showing you the tree format, is showing you the XML output. What I wanted to show you is that this value points to a symbolic link. So when you will show something like this, remember that this is a symbolic link. If you want to learn more about the tree command, you will have to use the man tree in order to show you the manual page. So here are all the options that the tree command is providing you. There are a lot of options, and if you want to learn more about the tree, you can take a look at the manual page. So this is the tree command on Ubuntu Server. If you want to learn more about Ubuntu, about web technologies, you can visit my website liviubalan.com, and also check out my tutorials on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.